talked about it the other day as we give you the rules under which they're fighting. We'll get into that in just a little bit. 28 years old, the champion is. And the reach, about the same. Very evenly matched right there. You can't get much more even than that. And I think this is the rules, yes. Unified rules, 3 judges, 10 points, no standing 8 count. The 3 knockdown rule not in effect. You cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight, and they'll go to the cards after round 4 if there's a foul. I understand Ruben Contreras has recovered nicely, but it was touch and go there for a while. And during the fight, Brian mentioned that he had no idea that Ruben Contreras was in any kind of trouble at all. They've invited Ruben back here tonight. He's ringside with his wife. I'm sure Brian will acknowledge him. He has not seen him since the night of the fight. We were here for the fight. We didn't really call the fight. We were watching the fight. And next thing I knew, there was an ambulance outside, and Contreras was fighting for his life. It's the last thing we want to see in boxing.
No, there was nothing extraordinary about a beating or anything. And in fact, the referee or the doctor didn't stop the fight. Contreras himself apparently knew something was wrong.
Turned away,
and Viloria didn't even know what was going on, and he turned away and quit at that point, and then later on had a seizure, and ended up, actually, he was near death. And it was, as you said, touch and go, but he came out of it. He had emergency surgery, has made the recovery. And not only Brian Viloria, but the champion Eric Ortiz said they are both dedicating this fight tonight to Ruben Contreras. It's great that Ruben can be here to witness it.
Class act.
And it really does affect, not to mention what it did to Contreras, but we've seen fighters that don't come back from that after they hurt somebody, because they're not in this business to damage someone that badly. I mean, it's a hurt business, as they always say, but that's something they don't anticipate.
You're right. Now, that Hawaii 5-0 theme music can only mean one thing.
Yes.
Brian Viloria wending his way into the ring. Here he comes. Also a U.S. Olympian. There he is with Ruben Contreras.
There's Ruben Contreras right there, the fighter that he was in against with his wife.
What a poignant moment this is.
That's beautiful. Love to see that.
Oh.
That brings tears to your eyes.
Yes.
You know, it's so wonderful that Ruben made it back, and you never know how a fighter is going to be affected by that, the one who inflicts the damage. Gabriel Ruelas, for example,
fought
Jimmy Garcia. Gabriel simply, although he went back into the ring, he was never the same. He just basically couldn't fight anymore.
He said he saw ghosts. He was all the time getting visions of the man. There's Ruben Contreras, bless him.
Ray Boom Boom Mancini
so
had a
glad he's
okay.
Effect. So much help from people helping him pay his bills when he was in the hospital. Really, people really reaching out to him.
Including promoter Bob Arum.
Bob Arum paid the bills. And the ring girls now have grass skirts on.
You gotta love it. And Freddie Roach, yet again, with his 3rd costume change. Would that be a costume change?
Freddie Roach having a good night so far, but his main guy's yet to come. And this one especially has a tough assignment in front of him.
Yes, he does.
He's a very good champion. Coming into the ring now, it's Eric Ortiz out of Mexico City, and he'll have support here too.
Well, he won the title just this year in March in Mexico City. He beat Jose Antonio Aguirre, who was 33-2-1 at the time. Eric got cut in that fight by an accidental headbutt in the 3rd round. Aguirre was penalized for the foul.
He's a hard worker in the ring.
This fight should really get the Mexican and Filipino
dedicated
crowd.
this fight to this injured fighter last time at Staples.
He's putting something around his neck.
I believe it's a rosary. That's just great.
This is so touching. I tell you, I'm getting choked up here myself.
What a long, tough haul it's been for Ruben Contreras. One of those fighters, as you were mentioning, Rich, that makes the sport go. And he'll never fight again, but he was in there for a lot of battles and he was a very game opponent.
Here comes Ortiz.
The crowd really getting into this one.
Nine-year pro, the light flyweight world title, He won in March his last fight with a 7th round TKO win I was telling you about against Jose Antonio Aguirre, who was making his 7th title defense. Aguirre had held the WBC strawweight world title for about 4 years. Managed and trained by the legendary Nacho Beristain.
Oh, this is a great matchup of trainers.
Yes, it is. He also, Beristain, you know, trains Juan Manuel Marquez and Rafael Marquez and a host of other great champions. These fighters will be prepared for this. I mean, they're both at their best tonight, and that's what makes this such an interesting matchup. Let's go now to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, populistas igual, amantes postrados, me quedo en este suelo tan lindo y tan sereno, porque he encontrado cantos, caricias y consuelos.
We're having some trouble with Bruce Buffer's microphone. We'll get it figured out in just a minute. Meanwhile, have a look at these two fighters about to do battle here.
Ladies and
There you
gentlemen,
go.
at this time I have a very special introduction. Ringside with us tonight is the fighter Ruben Contreras. He has battled the toughest battle any fighter could face in his career. And tonight, Brian Viloria is dedicating this bout to Ruben Contreras. Let's have a big hand.
Great smile.
And now, this fight is 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Junior Flyweight Championship of the World. Our 3 judges at ringside are Caseo Abe, Marty Denkin, and Chuck Hassett. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Raul Caiz Jr. Introducing first, the challenger standing in the blue corner. Wearing gold trunks with green trim, this man weighed in at 108 pounds. He holds a perfect professional record of 17 wins, with 11 wins by knockout and no losses. From Waipahu, Hawaii, the Hawaiian Punch, Brian Viloria! And now introducing the champion standing in the red corner. Wearing black trunks with red trim, he weighed in at 108 pounds. He holds a professional record of 24 wins, including 16 wins by knockout, with 4 losses and 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, from Mexico City, Mexico, please welcome the current WBC Junior Flyweight Champion of the World, Eric Ortiz.
Fighter chief second only. Chief second only. Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece. All right, gentlemen, legal punches are here on up. Aquí están los golpes legales, aquí para arriba. Okay? Good clean fight, buena pelea limpia. Touch does, good luck to both of you. Buena suerte a los dos.
Interesting referee tonight. Junior's in there. Raul Caiz Jr.
He's a good referee.
Yes, his dad, Raul Caiz, has been a referee here in California for a long time. California is getting a new generation of officials that are just coming up the ladder right now, though.
Nepotism involved, apparently. I'm interested to see
He's
the
going to have
pace
his
of the
hands
fight.
full. I got a feeling he's going to have his hands full.
Listo.
Viloria pacing.
Listo. Ready?
They're ready to go. And here we go. The light flyweight championship is on the line.
Now, Viloria, of course, has that beautiful, strong, powerful left hook. And he's not a fast starter. He's a bit of a counter puncher. Very selective with his punches.
Ortiz is durable. He is strong. Viloria also strong. I'm interested in seeing if it really emerges as to who has a strength edge in this fight. Viloria, remember, coming down in weight. So you would think he would have that. And if he has the strength and the speed, could be a tough night for Ortiz.
I watched Ortiz at the final press conference and heard some of the questions being asked through interpreters. He's very poised, very confident, a lot of experience. Good little combination for Viloria. Now he just steps up the pace.
That was a cute little right uppercut inside that caused the most damage.
Looking very crisp with his punches, very composed.
There you go. Limpio. There you go.
As Rich mentioned, an Olympian, lost in the second round of the champion from France, Brahim Asloum, in 2000. 4-year pro is Viloria. Proudly mentioned at all the press conferences that both his parents are from the Philippines, although he was born in Hawaii. Started punching. Well, now the crowd is solidly behind the Mexican champion.
Stop!
The Hawaiian punch definitely gets a lot of Filipino love.
Yeah, they've got the flags in here.
The flags are waving.
Yeah, this is an evenly split crowd for this fight.
Early on, his training method is very interesting. He would punch banana trees to strengthen his hand, he said, starting at age 6.
Some barbaric medieval sort of thing there.
Well, Rocky, you know, punched the cowhide.
Yeah. Slabs of meat.
I did an amateur telecast in 1999 here in the United States, which was a USA versus Puerto Rico match, a team match. And we named it as the fighter of the night. That night, Brian Viloria was on the American team.
Oh.
He was so impressive. And we named one fighter of the night from the United States and one from Puerto Rico. Viloria was the fighter of the night from the United States. Miguel Cotto, if you can believe it, was the fighter of the night from Puerto Rico. But the one thing I remembered about the fight was Viloria, after the fight was over and he won, did the hula in the ring.
That's great.
Yeah.
He still does that.
Good right hand, another right hand. Final seconds of round 1. Viloria, no, down goes the chin. The chin is down.
Cannot be saved by the bell, remember.
In California, the beautiful counter right hand.
He's got to beat the count.
And he will not beat the count, and that is a first-round knockout by Brian Viloria.
Oh, my goodness.
What an impressive showing at 108 coming down.
I was just settling in for a long night.
You know, he was so composed, and he came in with his combination so crisp.
He is the champion of the world.
Even Freddie Roach can't believe it. He's gone back to the corner on his own, Freddie, with a huge smile on his face.
With a first-round beautiful knockout.
I don't think Viloria can believe it.
No one saw that coming. We thought this was going to be the most competitive fight of the night, guys.
That was the scuttlebutt beforehand, an evenly matched fight, and it was an even first round. But that was one scorching right hand.
Good gosh. He's still down, folks. He's still down. Let's hope he's okay.
It was a beautiful overhand right at the end of a four-punch combination. Ortiz is stunned.
He doesn't know what hit him. This is what hit him. The Hawaiian punch packs a lot of punch.
Yes, he does.
How about that? An American is world champion at 108 pounds.
That is unbelievable. Great to hear.
This kid is for real.
The round was coming to an end. Just a few seconds. There it is, the right hand. Ortiz never saw it. Never saw it. He was out. He made a gallant effort to get up.
Look, he's doing the hula now.
There goes the hula. It's the second right hand.
Yeah, he staggered him a little with that one, and Ortiz felt it, but he never saw this one.
3 right hands in a row connected, and it was the same sort of a right hook, overhand right sort of punch.
Oh, the crowd is just seeing it on the monitor up ahead, and they just, every time they were acting the same. Oh, here it is. Never saw it.
No controversy here,
Look at
guys.
his leg fold completely underneath him. And Raul Caiz, to his credit, I like the fact that a referee will not call. If I give the guy a count, give him an opportunity to get up. And many referees are stopping fights when a man goes down. And he actually beat the count, but his legs were gone. Raul Caiz saw it in his eyes. And at that point, that's when he called it off. That was a great job by that referee, too.
A first round knockout, Bruce Buffer with the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Raul Caiz Jr. has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes 59 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by knockout, and now the new WBC Junior Flyweight Champion of the World, the Hawaiian Punch, Brian Viloria.
That took a lot less time than I thought, Rich Murata.
I thought it was going to take 12 rounds.